For this demo, I am a tax partner in August, approaching the 9/15/10/15 busy season. I am looking at the month of September for my tax board. We also have ES payment and book close boards, but for now we will stick with the tax one. The tax board tracks a bunch of items: tax returns, F-bars, 1099s, to name a few. A full list is in the help docs. For my September tax board, I am looking at extended returns for corps, estates and trusts, pass-throughs, and S-corps. I also have one annual report. We are in the process view, which deals with filing administration. We will look at the billing and research views later. Let's look at this 1065 return. The dashboard uses integration links to capture the filing process. The first link is for an engagement letter. We need one for this return. I click on the link, and it shows me the signature page. Next, we need proof that the finished returns were actually sent to the client. Here is a link to the email instructing the client to download the return from ShareFile. This return has e-filings. Here is a link to the signed e-filing authorizations and a link to the acceptances printed from ProSystems with the e-postmark. Lastly, this return has paper filings. Here is a link to an email to the client with the FedEx tracking info. Here is a link to the return receipts. How does an integration link work? The dashboard uses pattern matching to look in your client folders or document management system for the applicable file. If it can't find the file, it lists missing. For instance, this return hasn't been accepted for e-filing yet, so we have a missing link. I mouse over it and it tells me where it is looking for the acceptances. Let's say I just finished reviewing this return, which is in partner review. It is not finished yet, so the links currently list NF for not finished. Once I mark it finished, the link switched to missing. Now the manager will transmit the return to the client, and the office manager will handle the e-filing authorizations. All I need to do is click refresh. When my September filings are fully finished, my board will be all blue, like April earlier this year. Now let's jump back to September, switch to the billing view, and look at that 1065 return we just marked finished. The billing view shows budgeted fees of $26,000 and actual fees of $29,000. The billing notes indicate the $3,000 increase is due to some additional composite filings. Now I just mark the fees as final, and the board shows a missing invoice link. Once the office manager creates the invoice using the fees and notes provided, the dashboard will show a valid link like this one that has already been billed out. Click the link, and we see the invoice. Down here I have a group of final short year returns. They have a May 31st year end with no extension, so they are due 9/15. Most are still in manager review, which isn't good. Emma Burke is the assigned manager. I check out Emma's September board, and it is in rough shape. I'm going to have to move some of these to a different manager. I will give this first one to Charles. Note that I am just overriding the assignment for this one due date. Emma is still assigned to this account. Charles is just handling this one deadline for her. You can tell assignment overrides because they show up underlined on the board. They are good for last-minute scheduling changes that tend to happen during the busy season. Now I have to get Charles up to speed. Let's switch to the research view. The research view uses knowledge base tags. The tags allow you to associate knowledge base articles with due dates. For instance, I use tags to identify common client types like senior living facilities. I also use tags for technical items like the transfer of interest that created these short year filings. I click on the transfer of interest tag link and it brings me to the article. The article defines my standard process for handling transfers of interest: elections, footnotes, things to watch out for like hot assets. You can use whatever you're comfortable with to write the articles. This one was just done with Microsoft Word. Charles can refer to this article to ensure that he handles the transfers consistent with what I am expecting. The tags also allow me to locate every other client that has had a transfer of interest. I switch to the knowledge base page. I go to the transfer of interest article and I click on the references link. I see that another real estate client had a transfer of interest that resulted in a technical termination in 2014. I can use those returns as an example. I see Walter was the partner on the job, so I can talk to him about it. That is the end of the demo. Thank you for watching. Please visit itfoots.com to learn more about what our dashboards can do for you.